Okay, so 4th of July. This is a national holiday of the United States. And it's known as the national holiday, which means the main one, the national holiday. And it's to commemorate, which means to remember and celebrate, the Declaration of Independence of the United States from the British monarchy. And that was King George III at the time. And this was written on the 4th of July, 1776. So a long time ago now. We're just going to talk about what led up to, what preceded the Declaration of Independence, because there were at the time 13 colonies of the United States under the rule of King George III, the British monarchy. Now, can you name the 13 colonies? That's a little test. I'll leave them in the description for you. And leading up to the Revolutionary War, Great Britain and France had fought a war in various territories, including North America. And Great Britain, the British monarchy, had won this war, but it was very costly. So it had been very costly to win this war and to fight the war. So what the monarchy did was they introduced some taxes in the colonies to help pay back debts. It's a great phrasal verb, to pay back debts. The first act was the Stamp Act in 1765, where certain things in the colonies were taxed. And then there was another act in 1767. Now, this led to unrest, which is a great word, unrest. Think about protests, sometimes violent, sometimes not, but people weren't happy about this. So it resulted in unrest, especially in Boston. And the British sent troops or soldiers to help calm down the situation. But when they sent these troops to Boston, it only made things worse. Okay, it only made things worse because people didn't like to have British soldiers on the streets. And this led to what's known as the Boston Massacre. And again, I'll leave a link to this in the description so you can read more about it. And then a key event that happened after that was something called the Boston Tea Party in 1773. This was a really big event in the whole Revolutionary War. And again, this wasn't a fun tea party. This wasn't people just having a relaxing time drinking tea. Instead, there was a group called the Sons of Liberty, and they protested a new tea tax where the colonies were taxed on tea by going to Boston Harbor in the middle of the night, going aboard three ships in Boston Harbor and dumping tea into the harbor. So they took the tea from the ships and they threw it overboard. They dumped it into the harbor. Now, tensions kept growing, and in 1775, the British planned to capture 2 colonial leaders, 2 people who were more radical and calling for a big change. However, American spies got wind of this. They got wind of it, which means that they learned about it. So they found out that they were going to capture these 2 colonial leaders. And then 77 militiamen, think soldiers, met British forces. And it was basically here that the American Revolutionary War began. Now, in the background to all of this, there were a lot of people talking about, okay, what's going to happen after the war? What do we want from it? And not everyone wanted independence at this time. But in a meeting, they decided to vote for this. And Thomas Jefferson was a principal author of the Declaration of Independence. And this is the document where the US said, okay, we want to be free. We want to have our own independent country.